in this outing. But again, sticking with Roberts, Dan, like you mentioned about, this career high, 20 points, the first time he's done it in his collegiate career. But something that, and even going back to like I alluded to earlier in the show about Terrence Arsenal, where Marcus Sasser and Kelvin Sampson, they shouted out him in particular for the defense that he brought. And then Marcus said that he impacted winning today. And then he said he was proud of him, which to me, again, you heard in that clip from Kelvin Sampson where they don't want their students, their players to equate having a good game with having a certain amount of points. And it's time and time again that Kelvin says after games or even after practices, he couldn't care less about how many points his players score. It's all about what else they do when they don't have the ball in their hands. And for JWan Roberts, what's going to be the eye grabber is those 20 points. But again, he's consistently become a double-digit rebounder. He's starting to get to a point where if he doesn't get at least 8 or 9 rebounds, and there's something wrong with what Roberts went out there and did. But, I mean, that hasn't really been a problem over the last couple of days, last couple of games.
Yeah, we're living in an analytic era right now where a lot of people focus on points and shot attempts. And you go to YouTube, people are looking at highlights. People don't even watch games anymore. They just watch highlights and look at the stat sheets. And so I think also that plays into the outside noise. I mean, this is a different time for Coach Simpson. He's been coaching a long time, and this is a different generation than what he coached in previous years, where it's an age of social media where they're looking and they have people who have direct ability to contact them and say, whether it's Twitter, whether it's whatever the case may be, and say whatever it is. And it could be used as a distraction or it could be used as whatever. And so it's just a different age and a different time. And I think Coach Simpson is aware of that he's still maneuvering on how to reach these young men and how to keep them grounded and focus on the task at hand, to be selfless and to be an unselfish team to get to the goals and where they want to go.
Well put, Dayon. And that's what this is all about. Winning the game. Okay? Fans will be freaking out if the Houston would have lost today. I can't believe they lost to Memphis without Kendrick Davis. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this team? This team is a fraud. Number one, hot. They're not number one. Oh no, they're not. But now we got fans saying, well, if Kendrick would have played, I can imagine what would have happened if he'd have played today. He didn't. And Houston won the game by 8. They did what they were supposed to do to win today. Tomorrow, Wednesday matchup, completely different. 2 weeks from now, could be a different matchup. Different circumstances. Guys, think about this. And I know Coach Sampson would hate me doing this. But Andy, Dan, correct me if I'm wrong. If Houston wins Wednesday and Saturday, they clinch the regular season title.
If they win, I'm not sure about
Wednesday?
Saturday. So Tulane's 10-3, and I'm not sure if Tulane plays the game.
They'd be up 3 games over Tulane, and they got the head-to-head. If they beat Tulane, then they win Wednesday. They'd be what? 15. What are they now? 15-1. So they'd have 2 games.
They're 13-1 in conference now. They'd be 14-1 if they beat Tulane. If Tulane loses, that'd be 10-4.
They'd be 15-1. So 3 games up, 2 games to go.
If they win Saturday, they for sure clinch. I think they might even be able to clinch Saturday, because then that would be a 4-game cushion. I think some of it would depend on Memphis too. But yeah, if they take care of business for this upcoming week against Green Wave and against East Carolina, will have clinched the conference title, the regular season conference title once again. I think they did it. They did it last season when they clinched a conference title before March even starts.
So yeah. So if they're up, I'm not, shame on me for doing this, but just thinking ahead. They win Wednesday, win Saturday, they'd be 15-1 in conference play. I think everybody else would have at least 4 losses. Only 2 games left for Houston. They couldn't be caught. Because the most they could be with 15-3. Everybody else, the best they could be 14-4. So let's keep that in perspective. All the hype, all these things talking about they have a chance to wrap up the regular season title with 2 games to go. Be happy about that. Okay? Be happy about that. Be proud of that. There were times 5, 6, 7 years ago, Kelvin Sampson's first year here, man, I'm not sure how long it's going to take Coach Sam to get this program turned around. My goodness. 7,730 today, Andy, right? New record for Fertitta Center
A
record?
new
today?
Fertitta Center record, 7,730. The most people that have ever filed into the Fertitta Center, which actually beats the record that was set this season, which came on earlier this year in December when Houston played Alabama. That record was 7,718. So they found a way to pack 12 more people into today's matchup against Memphis. And you could tell from the beginning of the game that the atmosphere was electric. I believe it was Javier Francis's block where I can't remember what Memphis player it was, but he erased a layup attempt that they tried, and he ended up coming down the other end, and Jamal Shedd gave him a perfect pass. He wasn't able to finish the first one, but he got fouled and ended up having an N1 on that same play when he got the rebound. But just plays like that absolutely is another electric crowd, which for something from not just men's basketball specifically, but just Houston Cougars overall when it comes to the fan base, it's been a big question mark. And for the most part this season, fans have done a good job at showing up and supporting this in particular team, which I mean that haven't really been given a reason not to, considering they've been top 5 the entire year.
And I want to say this, Dan Gavitt, VP of the basketball committee, was at the game today. He's in town. I think they're doing some planning meetings, prepping for the selections committee, all those things, as well as obviously the Final Four will be in Houston. I spoke to him a little bit at halftime. He was bragging about the atmosphere inside the building. Damn, Andy, y'all remember a few years ago, there was no atmosphere. Okay, it was nothing. It was just dim, blah, But now people see what's going on inside the building. Let's enjoy what we're seeing here, folks. This team he said it again post-game, Andy, this team has a chance to win the national championship. Not saying they're going to, but they have a chance to do that. Coach Sam said they're one of 20 teams that have a chance to do that. Think about that this year and where this program was 9 years ago. Enjoy this, folks. Stop being nitpicking this and that. Folks, enjoy the ride.